Good morning. This is your man who did it this time, coming at you with another episode, another installment to the classic series Driving Lessons. And on this episode, we are talking about driving in the darkness. Similar to the song from War, Slipping in the Darkness. Nah, baby. This is driving in the darkness. Now, whether you're up wee hours of the morning, like my boy Rigger, my business partner, sometimes he'll text me and ask me, man, when do I sleep? Last night I had a chance to catch some of you cats on the live stream. I was driving in, then I had to do some paperwork, dozed off a little bit, then I woke up to my boy Rap the News with some crazy stuff that's happening in the sky. Look like wartime, World War III, Armageddon. Shout out to that brother there. Or you're up wee hours of the morning when the sun starts to rise. Do you ever find yourself falling in depression, thinking about all this freaking madness that's going on? Do you ever become pessimistic, almost like mind-blowing, like you want to become a tyrant immediately? You become weary. You're already fatigued before your day even starts, so you might pop some coffee. You might pop some coffee pills, some coffee beans. Some of you brothers is into the herbal teas. There's different type of energy drinks. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's Rain, there's Rockstar. I recommend you stay away from Monster, but to each his own. You got to get hyped up because you're already drained, man. You already know what time it is. You're going to have to go through a war zone. Deal with knuckleheads. Deal with all kinds of oppositions, as these young men say. Ops. Man, you already in the darkness. You know what I mean? And with that being said, because I don't want to be long, man. I really don't want to be long-winded. The song, Slipping in the Darkness by War, I believe it is, started to seep into my brain. And if you have to ask me where this stuff comes from, some people could call it spooky. Some people could call it the universe, a multiverse. I give a lot of shout out to my parents, man, who grew up in the 70s. They were born in the 50s. Love both of them. Pray my father gets well. But no, I can't even give them the due. They planted the seeds, obviously, nurtured it, watered it, helped it grow. But I was paying attention, man, to music. Shout out to my boy Too Raw for his channel, man, pumping some of them old school R&B songs like SWV, Jagged Edge. You know what I mean? But I go even further back, man. Like, the music was just a manifestation of my time being a child. You know, I like to be nostalgic and go back, but this is not what this driving lesson's about, man. It's about finding that light, man, when you're in the midst of darkness. Now, what exactly is darkness right now? You tell me. You tell me where to begin. I can give you a list of things right now. Just to name a few. You got the clowns on one side, you got the clowns on the other side. You got all of the craziness when it comes to people trying to make us slip and fall. Again, we driving in the darkness. You know what time it is. Wild animals. I live over here in Pennsylvania in Appalachia, in Pittsburgh and the Pittsburgh surrounding areas. So we got a lot of mountains, a lot of hills, potholes, and then we got these like mountain animals. Someone reported the other day that they saw a brown bear. We got big cats. Sometimes I really think it is like mountain lions, but they would never tell us no way. You got animals that's down by the creeks or the rivers, you know what I'm saying? So you got big groundhogs and whatnot. Not necessarily like you boys in the South, you know what I mean, with the swamp animals, but needless to say, we have a lot of wild game, man. A lot of deers and all kinds of stuff just running across the street. And if you're driving too fast in the darkness, booyah! You'll run right into something. I've done it a few times, and I'll be honest with you, it can happen. Prayerfully, it doesn't happen anytime soon, but you brothers can relate, man. Anyone that's lost someone due to that type of chaos or those type of accidents, my heart goes out to you. But with that being said, we got wild animals in our lives, man. What you think these people trying to do right now with trying to distract us? They wild animals, man. They just running across, man, giving you their type of narrative, trying to spin it all kinds of ways. I'm on my way into work right now, man. I can't guarantee you what I'm gonna run into. And I bet the house some of you all feel the same way. As I was driving to work this morning, I kept thinking, man, driving to the office, like, you know what's crazy? I'm sitting here thinking, like, why these people switching lanes so fast? And I'm driving at least 15 miles above the speed limit, homie. So how fast are they going if they swerving and whatnot? And they think because they have on tinted windows on their ride, that means they safe. But they're not even thinking about, hey, you might need to slow down because there's children. What about all the babies in the middle of the street? Again, y'all, we in the darkness. They don't care. And the same people who don't care about our kids walking across the street be the same ones boo-hooing, and they the same ones out here trying to manipulate the madness and manipulate the masses. But this is your man who did it, man. We driving in the darkness. So my only advice to be optimistic at this point is you better look to the sky. And the same one that raises the moon at night and raises that sun in the morning, that's the same one you better put your focus on. We in these last days, baby. Y'all be easy. There go a deer right there. This your man who did it. Peace.